Hello and welcome to Prestige Worldwide. Up for review today is my entire collection of Spinnaker watches, including the one on the wrist today. So I have a total of 13 Spinnaker watches. We'll start in the top left, move down to the lower right, and just kind of go over each one. I'm a big fan of Spinnaker watches, obviously, and I'm slowing down my accumulation rate of Spinnakers, but I already have a lot of them, and these basically are on my no-sell list. Maybe one day I'll sell the SpongeBob for like a good profit, maybe one day if it goes up in value. But let's start here. We've got the Spinnaker Floose. This one is in the Oxblood red livery, so it has sort of a sunray dial with sort of a reddish, they call it Oxblood. It has like a sort of a off-white cream color for the indices and for the bezel here. So this one's a 43 millimeter in diameter. The thickness, this one's fairly thin. Let's see what we got here. I think it's like 14. Let's see. About 13 millimeters thick. Lug to lug, almost all these lug to lug are going to be 22 millimeters. Pretty standard, pretty standard. That way you can swap your watch straps back and forth. 22 millimeters is pretty much the standard. Almost all these I bought used on the used market, mostly from eBay, with the exception of this one and this one that I bought brand new. All the rest of them have been used purchases where I bought them. Now, a lot of times, like me, I'll buy a watch and I'll wear it for a week or two, and then it'll end up in one of these Apache cases, you know, and it'll just live in an Apache case indefinitely until I want to wear it again. And when you have a lot of watches, you don't wear each one of these very often. So, all right, moving on. We got another Floose here. This one is the Green Lagoon livery. It's got your like Wimbledon green. It's got some cream color, you know, same specs as the other one. Then we move on to the Spinnaker Dumas. You could pronounce that differently if you really wanted to. It might be a little funnier the other way, but this is, you know, this is PG. This is YouTube. So this is the Spinnaker Dumas, and it's a 45 millimeter. It says 45 by my calculations on the case diameter, and 15 millimeters thick. So not extremely thick, but it's a big boy. This is a big watch. It sort of has weird lugs. They are 22 millimeters. It will take a standard strap, but it's mounted sort of integral to the case without separate lugs that hang out like an H pattern. So this one, you know, has an H35 Seiko movement, same as most of these. I think there's only one or two. This one definitely does not have an NH35. It has like either a Miyota movement. I think it's a Miyota movement. This one may or may not have a Miyota movement. And then I think all the rest have Seiko NH35 automatic movements. And some of them have exhibition case backs where there's like a little window back there and you can kind of see the movement, see the rotor spinning. See that rotor spinning? That's what powers the watch. So it actually winds a coil spring very slowly, and there is a mechanism in here called an escapement, and it slowly lets out, it has little teeth, and then a little balance wheel spins back and forth. And yeah, so the Dumas, and this one's in like a regal sailing blue or something color. Eventually, I want to get another Dumas. They've got some cool colors. They've got, let's see, they have like a safari looking one, or like a desert, I forget what it is. But anyways, it's more of like a desert tan color and green. Kind of want that one soon. I like this one that I have, but you know, I want another Dumas eventually. All right, then we move on to the Spinnaker SpongeBob. Now this is Patrick, who is a character on the SpongeBob cartoon. This is a Spinnaker Cahill watch, 43 millimeters in case diameter, 22 on the lug width, about 14 millimeters in, oh no, 15 millimeters. This one's a little thicker than I thought. It actually sort of looks thinner on the wrist, the way this case back is contoured. And it has an exhibition case back with some of the SpongeBob characters. This is the OEM strap. It's got like a stretch, sort of a dive strap on it. 120 click unidirectional dive bezel. It has luminous, luminous indices. I think the hands might be luminous as well. Yeah, this one is definitely a cool watch. One of my more unique Spinnakers for sure. They do a lot of collabs with SpongeBob. I don't plan on buying any more. I'm good on this one. I really like it though. These are selling for a little bit of a premium over the original price. So I'm going to hold off a little while. I'll probably put this thing on the market maybe later this year, near the end of the year. See what I can get for it on eBay. All right, and then we've got another Spinnaker. This one, I'm not sure of the name, the model name on it. I think I got this thing, I got it for a really good price. This one's an old Spinnaker. When I say old, I mean it's probably 15 years old. So I'm not sure what model that one is. If anyone in the comments wants to let me know, feel free to drop a comment. I know the names of all the rest of them though. Then we move on to the Spinnaker Amalfi Diver. Now this one is the largest one. It is a 46 millimeter case diameter. Yep, 46 and about 15 millimeters on the thickness. And then it might be 24. Yeah, 24 on the lug width. So yeah, it's a big baller watch. I do like how it has cream colored indices around here. Gives it a little bit of class. It's a classy watch. You know, it has a sapphire crystal, 120 click unidirectional dive bezel. I really like that chapter ring too. How you can see it has red on all of the fives. All of the fives have that little hint of red, and it sort of plays off the seconds hand and the minute hand. You get just enough red mixed in there that it just looks classy. I really like this watch. I don't wear it that much. I should probably wear it more because it looks awesome. So sometimes I'm sort of afraid to wear a big watch because I don't want to look like a like a hipster or whatever. I don't know why I'm afraid of that. Like, who freaking cares? But yeah, like, who cares? But anyways, I'll probably wear this watch a little bit more now that I'm talking about it. I have so many watches, they just sort of live in cases and in the dark, and I don't really get them out. Don't really get them out enough. Like this Tessie, the Spinnaker Tessie, I'll talk about it more in depth in a minute. I've been wearing this one for almost about 2 months now. I need to take this thing off and give another watch a chance for a little while, do a rotation. Okay, this bottom row is all Spinnaker Rex. So Spinnaker has essentially 3 generations of Rex, more like 2.5 generations of Rex. So the first gen Rex are this one, and this one. Let's see, let me swap these around here. Just to sort of put them in better order. So the first gen, and I still have like 1 or 2 more colors to get in the first gen. So we'll start with first gen. Now the difference is these have mineral crystal for the glass. They don't have a sapphire. That's the only drawback that I can find. And at least these 3 have their OEM straps. Actually, all of these have OEM. This is the only one without OEM straps. I really like these leather OEM straps. They are just high quality. They look nice. They all have little stitching that accents the case and the bezel and stuff like that. So this one has blue accents. It has a blue minute hand. It has blue 15-minute dive timer. It has blue on some of the text on the dial. That yellow seconds hand is awesome because there's no other yellow on this whole thing. And then boom, they just throw in a yellow seconds hand. So I think that's really awesome. Spinnaker they sort of do things their own way. And I really like that. I really like how they're just sort of trailblazing. You don't see a Rolex like this. I think this looks better than just about any Rolex, just about any Breitling. These just are sharp looking watches. Here's another Spinnaker Rec. Now this has sort of a red highlights. It has a green seconds hand, has a green watch strap, watch band, has some red accents, has some red markers there on the 5s as well. That's a nice touch And this one has the blue markers on the 5s, sort of on the chapter ring. Yeah, so really nice looking watch. Again, mineral crystal. So if it was sapphire, it would be just perfect. It would be just pretty much a perfect watch. This one's brand new, although I bought it pre-owned. But it's brand new. I think I wore it once with a different strap, and it's great. I really like it. I'm gonna wear it more. Maybe not with this green strap. I think it looks a little too overdone with the green, although it is kind of cool. You know, they did their own thing there. Okay, moving on to this next Spinnaker rec. This one has more red accents. It has the blue, sort of a really nice, like cerulean blue bezel here. All of these have really good lume. I think this has a 90 click unidirectional dive bezel. I think it's only 90 clicks. Yeah, 90 clicks. So yeah, just awesome, like a distressed case. The whole rec theme is that they were found like at the bottom of an ocean, you know, like like on the Titanic or something. Obviously, that would have been, you know, over 100 years ago, but the whole theme of these is a distressed look, and this is the Gen 1. Okay, moving on to the Gen 1.5 Spinnaker rec. Now this one has a triangle pip at the top on the index, and it's sort of a green, like a mint green color on these index marks and the numbers here, the 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Really, really classy. It gives it sort of a vintage feel. And you get the distressed sort of scratched up dial. You know, of course, that's fake. It's pretty much brand new. You get the distressed stone-washed case. You get the exhibition case back. You get the OEM leather strap, 43 millimeters in case diameter. This one has a water resistance of just 100 meters. That's it. So it's not necessarily like a full-on dive watch. It's definitely water resistant, screw-down crown. All of these have screw-down crowns, by the way, except for, I think, this one. Yeah, this one does not have a screw-down crown. All the other ones definitely do. So yeah, this one's awesome. Looks great on the wrist. Okay, now this is the 3rd gen, the most recent generation of Spinnaker recs, and these are 44 millimeters in case diameter. These have sapphire crystals, and they kind of went a little above and beyond and distressed each one of these index marks, the circles and the triangles there. You can see they have almost what looks like sort of mold or like barnacles, some sort of, and then on the hands too, you can see on the hands of these watches, they have sort of, you know, crap, like fake crud on them. This one I bought sort of modified. The original owner went through and added a little bit of distress markings to the bezel, and I think that's cool. I got this one for $100. He sold it for a discount because it was modified, and I actually think it looks really, really cool with the additional stress marks that were, you know, sort of custom. I think it looks really great. I wore this one on the wrist for about a month and a half last year. Really liked it. It'll have another go on the wrist too. It's real classy watch. The black and the cream works out real good too. And the blue one, you get the orange secondhand. This one's another just class act watch. I'll probably buy another one. They have a green one with like a brown dial. So, or like, no, it has like a green dial and a brown bezel or something. And then they also have a black dial with a red bezel. So I'll probably buy one more of these in the future at some point, but I really like the Spinnaker Rex. Obviously, you know, I'm definitely open to adding to the 1st gen. I'm missing, I think it's green and yellow. I think there's one that's green and yellow to complete the 1st gen. I think there was at least 4 on the 1st gen. And then 2nd gen, there's a couple more. I think there were 4 on the 2nd gen. I only have 1. And then there's at least 4 on the 3rd gen. And then moving on to what's on the wrist. This is a Spinnaker Tessie. It is titanium. Really just awesome watch. It's on a Phoebos strap. I like silicone straps the best, just for utilitarian purposes. Screw-down crown, 120 click unidirectional dive bezel, 200 meter depth rating. and just real nice watch. All right, well, we also have a 5,000 subscriber giveaway. This is a set of Caterpillar sockets. These are made by Snap-on for Caterpillar, made in the United States. This is a metric set, 6-point shallow, 8 to 19 with no skips. Make sure you're subscribed and click the link in the description, and you will be entered to win this when we reach 5,000 subscribers. And I will ship free anywhere in the United States, including Alaska and Hawaii. All right, well, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.